Alright, we are here for round 2. Currently 0-1 because we got very unlucky. And hopefully that just doesn't happen again. And it looks like our hand's the blade. Finally, don't have to mulligan. So, we'll just keep this one. No big deal. Opponent's on 6 cards. Apparently they're not running too hot tonight either. Oh man, we could be playing the mirror match. Well, you can't read it. It's textless. Don't spell snared, please. Please. We need this. We need this. Oh. Kind of bricked, but not really. At least it wasn't one land in a zombie infestation. I can actually just keep going off. Storm combo deck. Interesting. Who is the better combo deck? It will be fascinating to find out. I'm intrigued. I'm ready. Alright, we have a few lands. Play my swamp, pass the turn. 18 cards in hand, no big deal. Goblin Electromancer, interesting. A grizzly bear. Oh, my opponent is doing things. So far, he's attempting to make some mana. Okay, well, his big finish was another grizzly bear. I also have some grizzly bears that are incoming. 9 of them, actually. Could have played Fairy Conclave to have a flyer, but I don't think it matters too much. Desperate Ravings. Desperate indeed. Oh, well, there's a counter on that Ascension. Could be somewhat threatening, but probably not, because, I mean, we'd have so many zombies. What can our opponent possibly do? He spends 2 mana to make a 2/2. I spend 2 mana, I make 9 2/2s. See, it's like I'm going off. What if we draw a Treasure Hunt this turn? That'd probably be pretty good. Ooh, Gemstone Cavern. Also known as half a zombie. Unfortunately, not a whole lot else we can do this turn. We get to put our opponent to 1 life. 3 life, my apologies. I assumed he was going to keep one of his Electromancers. Apparently electing to not do that. And now his Ascension is charged. So let's see if our opponent can play some spells. I will F6. I will not dare interrupt my opponent's fun turn. I will just sit here, sip on my delicious beverage, enjoy my first scarf. Hello, puppy. Our opponent eventually decided that they had been defeated. Alright, so we have a lot of good cards for this matchup. And I think, since we're on the draw, we might have to bring some of them in. Kind of dilutes our combo. A little bit. A little bit. I do think we're going to need these reliquary towers, and I think we're probably going to have to rely on Fairy Conclave to give our opponent the beatdowns. It's possible that we should side out a zombie infestation. What if we did that? Gonna be tough. I don't know. These Gemstone Caverns might help us on the draw. They don't really cast any of our great sideboard cards. We'll stay at 61. I did the math. It's optimal. Trust me, I'm a professional. 6-land Dispel. See, now Dispel will counter one of our opponent's spells. Unfortunately, they kept 7 cards, which means we need probably a lot more than 1 Dispel, so I think we're gonna mulligan. Well, we do have the Gemstone Cavern to turn on the Nile Spellbomb. At the cost of an island, though. Gonna mulligan this hand as well. This hand is phenomenal. 2 pieces of Disruption. 1 card that will hopefully draw us 10 cards. Maybe it'll get us to a black mana source. We'll see, though. Anything could happen. Ooh, Nihil Spellbomb. Alright, we'll run that out there. Now I could really use that black mana. Be very helpful. I don't really understand why our opponent is playing all these cards that just draw their cards. I feel like if you want to play a combo deck, you just put 4 of the card in your deck. And you just mulligan to it. I just don't understand. So now we can duress our opponent and have Dispel backup. Seems like a good option. Thought Scour Me. Bold. Echoing Truth. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. So we could take the Truth, but we have a Dispel for that already. Or we could take the Ascension. We have the Passing Flames covered with the Spellbomb. Spellbomb slows down the Ascension, but I'm not convinced that it'll be enough to keep it locked down for too long. So yeah, we'll take the Ascension. Our opponent's just doing nothing, just drawing more cards. Like I said, it doesn't make much sense to me, but people can do whatever they want. Let's go hunting. We didn't get very far. So we could hold the spell mana open, or we could try to draw a card off the Spellbomb. I think I like the Spellbomb route. I believe when I'm on the play, I may stick to the combo approach. Treasure hunt for only 2 cards does not seem very good. Oh, the tower. Excellent. So now we have 3 pieces of disruption up. It's just a matter of time, really. We'll hold these lands because they can become potential zombies. Echoing Truth, my Spellbomb. Is bold, friend. Bold. I'll allow it. With 2 dispels, I think I can stop their mana-making spells. But now our opponent's onto us. We're figuring out all of our tricks. And it appears that my opponent cares not. Oh, they... Well... Play your land untapped, and then pass. Interesting. 2 Desperate Ravings, perhaps? Nothing. Alright. Should we try and stop this with a Dispel? No. We'll get greedy. I believe countering the second ritual effect will pay some dividends. See, I think we're getting an extra ritual out of the deal. I'm scared that they would make some 1/1s. Now, if we had Zombie Infestation, we could just make 2/2s. It would not be a big deal. But we don't have the Infestation yet. I'm not confident that we're going to get there. I did the math. I looked at the numbers. 2 out of 45 are not great odds. So our opponent has several ritual effects. They're making some manas. They just keep doing this thing where they just draw more cards. It's so silly. I don't quite get it. Perhaps someday I will. I may have a response. Now your Past in Flames may resolve. Your combo deck doesn't even work. Grape Shot me for 5. Well, that's kind of scary. That is 1/4 of my life. So we don't have many more life points to work with. Oh, treasure hunt. This could be anything. Even a singular duress. It's only a matter of time. 2 out of 40. But my odds get better every turn. At this point, we can almost just naturally make enough zombies to dead our opponent. What is this? Some goblins? Grape shot me for 2. What the deuce? Oh, flashback past in flames. I see. I could probe me, Poetic Ritual, grape shot me again. Storm count won't be 6. I'll be at 7 life. Oh no, I'm actually dead. They drew a land off their probe. So yeah, grape shot for 6 and then 7. Very impressive. Very impressive. Perhaps I should have cast Duress, but we were going to draw a string of lands, apparently. Alright, these spells did not appear to be too helpful. So we're going to stick with tried and true. We're on the play, so these Gemstone Caverns are not the most effective. So I'll just swap these with swamps. And we will play first. Our hand is perfect. We even have the Fairy Conclave, just in case. Our opponent always knows our tricks. Interesting. Unfortunately, we do not have the tower. So if we treasure hunt, it is possible that we end up discarding a lot of cards. And I would not enjoy that very much. But I think we're going to do it. That's a lot of cards. 17. To discard 5 zombies. Knew I should have put the Ulamog in my sideboard. Knew it. Grizzly Bear. Well, we didn't get very far that time. Well, thankfully our opponent's not doing much. They're only playing these 2/2s. Certainly not very scary. What did that 2/2 possibly do to me? I'm at 20 life. My opponent's basically giving me 10 turns. Well, the clock is certainly sped up now. Well, there are no more treasure hunts, only zombies. And we've done it. Now what are your 2/2s going to do to me? Absolutely nothing. Perhaps our opponent is searching for a larger creature, Perhaps something like a 3-3. I don't understand why you play these cards when you could just turn them into zombies instead. Doesn't make much sense. I would simply hit F6, but there may come a point where I need to put some 2-2s into play. And when that time comes, I'm going to have to be ready. Well, this is only 12 damage. It's not nearly enough. Perhaps my opponent thinks that his 2-2s are going to get through, but I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't know what my cards do. Maybe he doesn't know that I have the possibility of blocking them. Oh, my opponent has another grape shot. How very fortunate. Well, we played 3 games, and I only won 1 of them. So, fortunately, that means I'm going to take another loss here. I believe that makes me ineligible for prizes, which is very unfortunate. But, only winning 1 game out of 3. That is not very good. I feel like I got rather unlucky, but, well, there are 2 more matches left that we get to play in regardless, so hopefully those go a little bit better.